Joining us to talk about that is Jim Calvin, president of the New York Association of Convenience Stores. Hey, Jim.
Great to talk to you today, Steve. How are you?
Thank you. My pleasure. So what is he up to now? I mean, I don't smoke. So I've never kept a close eye on the progression. But when I was a kid, obviously, a long time ago, a pack of cigarettes was whatever it was, a buck, a couple of bucks. And now it's behind lock and key, and you can't see it, and you can't buy it. And, so what does he want to do now? That's not good enough. What does he want now?
Well, apparently he wants to eliminate tobacco, but he knows that because it's a legal product, at least for the time being, that he can't do that. So he's trying to find every regulation, every restriction, every law he can to make it difficult for the licensed, regulated, tax-collecting retailers of tobacco to continue to sell tobacco. And specifically what he's proposing to the City Council is that retail stores be required to hide their tobacco inventory from public view. So if you go into a bodega today, you see packs of cigarettes displayed on the wall behind the counter,
right.
And they're there because there's a state law that says that the packs of cigarettes have to be behind the counter. He wants them to be hidden someplace underneath the counter or in a box. I don't know, but he doesn't want anyone coming into the store to see cigarettes.
Well, and I don't even know what the purpose is, and he will tell you that, if you smoke, not only will you harm yourself, but if you harm yourself, we all pay for it. And he could use that, and anybody could use that to prohibit any activity, anything you eat, anything you want to go after, sodas. He could extend the sodas to donuts, to ice cream, to whatever, with the same argument that, it's bad for you, and if you get hurt or you get cancer or you get this, we all pay for it. So that's a bad argument, in my view, with a very slippery slope. But again, what are the repercussions or ramifications that you estimate if this happens? Because some might say, if I play devil's advocate, well, people know where tobacco is sold, and they'll go into the store and they'll ask you to go get it. Why do they have to see it? So you say what?
Well, we have regular customers who come in looking for their favorite brand, and if they come into our store looking for their favorite brand and it's not there, some of those customers are just going to turn around and go out the door. And are they going to stop smoking? No. They're going to find an abundance of illegal street dealers offering them cigarettes for half the price that we sell them for, because the tax is not included, and without the encumbrance of age verification, which we're required to do by law. And so what it will do is feed the cigarette black market that already controls more than half of the cigarette marketplace in New York City.
So you have, a couple of thousand of store owners signed on to this, and where do you think it's going to get you with the City Council?
Well, so far, 2,500 stores across New York City have signed up and become members of what we call our Save Our Stores coalition to oppose this proposal and another proposal that the mayor has made. And we're hoping that the City Council will see that there's more to this regulation than simply trying to stop smoking. I mean, God bless those who are trying to convince people to stop smoking and prevent kids from starting smoking. I don't smoke, you don't smoke. Hopefully none of our kids will ever smoke. It's bad for you. Don't start if you haven't started already. But just because that's a noble cause doesn't give the public officials the right to tell stores that they can't display the products that they're licensed to sell.
Right.
Or that they can't offer discounts. That's what the second proposal is. They can't offer manufacturers discounts on tobacco to their customers. When all over the city there are street dealers with backpacks or white vans who are offering deep discounts every single day because they're selling the product tax-free. I mean, $6 or more of the price of every pack of cigarettes that we sell is taxes. And so the price of a pack of cigarettes now is $11 or $12.
That is amazing. And so the city and the state would lose all that money. And how many jobs could be lost if this goes into effect?
We asked an economist in Brooklyn by the name of John Dunham, Dunham Associates, to measure the economic consequences of these proposals. And what he came up with was that more than 2,000 licensed retail stores would be at risk. They're already struggling. They're already facing a very uncertain future.
A lot of them in neighborhood stores, mom and pop, in minority
Absolutely.
areas too, right?
Family-operated stores, corner stores, bodega, newsstands, convenience stores, and that would put at risk 9,700 jobs.
Wow.
And that's in retail and also in the companies that supply retail stores. See, with tobacco, it's not just the direct sales of tobacco that the retail stores are so dependent on. It's the traffic that is driven by offering the tobacco category. Research shows that when a customer comes in for cigarettes, chances are he or she is also going to buy something else. Might be a cup of coffee, might be a bottled water, might be a newspaper, might be a lottery ticket.
Right, right.
But when those customers stop coming through the door, then you can't sell all that other stuff to those customers, and your sales drop. Your rent continues to go up. The cost of operations continue to go up, and it's that much harder to make ends meet.
But Jim, it's okay because Mayor Bloomberg is has $24 billion in the bank. So why does he care what these people are going through and how they're going to struggle? It's just insane. And I guess people could go to saveourstoresnyc.com, saveourstoresnyc.com to find out more.
That's correct, and that's the website for our coalition of retail convenience stores, bodegas, and newsstands. You can read all about the economic impact. You can read about all the good things that our licensed, tax-collecting, regulated retailers are doing to prevent underage sales of tobacco to minors, and all about why these proposals are unfair to retail small businesses across the state.
And the city council, the same city council that's poised to pass a bill that would prohibit cops from giving out a suspect's race, which is as insane as I've ever heard. I'm assuming they'll go along with this bill, correct?
We don't know. We're hoping that the city council will listen to reason and sympathize with the impact on our stores, but we've got an uphill climb.
Yep. All right. Listen, Jim Calvin, President, New York